Bienvenidos.
Welcome. My name is Kaylee Aponte,
Janice Guzman,
and Bria Rector, and we are
Aguarico.
From Puerto Rico after taking a direct hit. Hurricane Maria slamming into the island, and as you heard, one official saying the island is destroyed.
Our team identified the issue of water contamination in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. After taking a survey, we showed only about 83% of the students at Ramey had running water, though most of the tap water was contaminated due to lack of electricity, and people recommended to not drink it.
These victims were required to take desperate measures to gain food or drinking water from hazardous, unsafe sources such as rivers and rooftops. This led to the spread of bacteria-related diseases such as leptospirosis, which can be common in many water sources.
All of our team members experienced a struggle of getting reliable potable water. Based on these events, our team confirmed the urgency of this problem and were motivated to investigate a possible solution to help our local community.
Water contamination is not a new issue in Puerto Rico. Even before the hurricane, the island was referred to for the most contaminated water in the United States. In 2015, 17% of Puerto Rico's population received water that violated federal health standards. Water contamination is a critical problem that Puerto Ricans suffer, especially after Hurricane Maria.
After identifying this issue, our team developed a design statement which reads, "How can we prevent bacteria-related illnesses through water contamination during the aftermath of Hurricane Maria?"
After creating our problem statement, we made inferences, observations, and predictions to produce the hypothesis, which reads, if we filter contaminated water using a modified solar water distiller and secondary filtration system, then the output water quality will be purified and safe for consumption.
Team researched our topic through websites, articles, interviews, books, and presentations. The subject matter experts include Drew Coslow, a biologist and conservationist who works for Rich Tarif, science and computer teachers at Ramey Unit School, Ruby Rivera, a marine biologist who also works for Rich Tarif, David Sasser, a civil engineer, and Steve Tamar, a microbiologist.
Our team researched information that had to do with our local water contamination issues, types of diseases carried through contaminated water, the Oaxaca Reservoir, resources brought to Puerto Rico for the relief effort, and local and natural resources found around the island.
Our team constructed 2 different prototypes of materials that are natural resources and accessible to residents in Puerto Rico, including coconut charcoal, coconut husk, and sand.
We also implemented materials that were common in everyday households. These materials include PVC pipes, 5-gallon buckets, screen, coffee filters, and copper tubing.
After constructing our various prototypes, we ran the water through the devices and tested the water samples for E. coli, enterococcus, coliforms, dissolved oxygen, conductivity, pH, and temperature.
We then studied the EPA levels for safe drinking water to set a criteria for the results of our water test.
The results of our first test included running tap water and irrigation water from the Oaxaca watershed, which resulted in high levels in enterococci, E. coli, and coliform bacteria.
The prototype included sterilizing all our filtration materials, sand, husk, and coconut charcoal, and transferring them to one 5-gallon plastic bucket. The results demonstrated that our filter was able to reduce the coliform and E. coli to 0, but still left traces of enterococci bacteria.
Our final test was conducted by testing 4 different filters. According to the table, the sand husk and regular charcoal proves to filter the water most effectively and maintains EPA levels safe for drinking water.
After analyzing the data, we discovered that the sand, husk, and regular charcoal filter performed better than the other prototypes tested. It reduced all contaminants to 0, proving that our device could be used to effectively filter water.
We displayed our data through graphing each filter result on a scatter plot to display how effectively our device filtered enterococci, E. coli, and coliform bacteria from the 2 water sources.
The following graph compares the effectiveness of the different filters tested for enterococci, coliform, and E. coli levels. This reports that the sand, husk, and regular charcoal filter performs the best in filtering out the contaminants.
According to our results, not only did we manage to improve our prototype with each trial, we were also able to succeed in eliminating all coliforms, enterococci, and E. coli from both city and contaminated irrigation water samples.
This means that we reached our goal and supported our hypothesis of developing an effective filtration and decontamination device using local materials that could be used during the aftermath of Hurricane Maria.
Our team later transferred all of our information from our test results into a website through WordPress.
Our hope would be to allow the users to easily access the website and learn how to assemble our Aguarico filter using the natural resources required.
By simply empowering people to build their own filters, Aguarico could possibly reduce the number of deaths or illnesses resulted from the consumption of contaminated water.
Since resources used to construct our Aguarico distillation filtration device were widely available throughout Puerto Rico, the production and distribution of it would be more reliable than most commercial filters.
In the future, we would like to modify our Aguarico filtration device by applying silver-infused ceramic within it.
We would also like to modify the distillation section of our filter to verify that it's an effective source to decontaminate contaminated water.
Finally, we want to educate our community to construct our device through the use of our website.
If you would like to learn more about our device and our team, please visit
aguaricofilter.wordpress.com.
Gracias.
Thank you.